what we call mental illness might actually be considered to have some sort of selective advantages. For example, there's a condition called generalized anxiety disorder, which is the most prevalent anxiety disorder in the United States. And it means that people are worriers and they think about a lot of different things constantly. Well, there may be an advantage to thinking about a lot of things. Our ancestors, perhaps the ones that worried the most, were the ones that were the best parents and looked out for danger and kept their family safe. And now in our environment where we have so many protective things that keep us safe, we don't need that to have that level of anxiety, and now it's considered a disorder, but that was inherited and passed along. Generalized anxiety disorder has a 45% heritability, so it can be passed along almost 50-50. It's not something that they are doing wrong or that they're weak about. It's something that can be treated. We should be supportive, just like if someone had diabetes, we would support them getting their insulin. If someone has depression, we should be supportive of them taking an antidepressant. It is possible that many people have mental health diagnoses that they don't even know about. There's an estimate that 2/3 of the population that comes to get help is female, but 50% of the population that has depression, for example, is male. So that's showing that far more females are coming in to seek help than men, and it could be our society stigmatizing. If men come in for treatment, they might be stigmatized as being weaker, or they might be stigmatized as not being able to handle something on their own, when really it could be that a person who recognizes a problem and seeks help for that problem is the more intelligent person, and also a person that's more high functioning, because they say, this is not acceptable for me to not be performing at my best, or for me to be snapping at my family, or for me to be lethargic, or for me to not even go to my softball games. Whatever it is, the higher functioning person says, no, that's not okay for me to be this impaired. This isn't my normal level of function, and I'm going to do something about it. Some disorders get worse without treatment. So for example, major depressive disorder, what people call depression. About 10% of the population has depression, but untreated depression has a pattern of progressively worsening over time. So the first time you get depressed, perhaps it lasts for a month or two, and then you might go a year or two before you get depressed again, but then you have another episode. And if it's untreated, the depression can come back again. It can last longer, it can be more severe, and come more frequently. So there's a tremendous advantage to getting on top of something like depression and addressing it early, and then being compliant with your treatment. For example, taking your medications can prevent you from having depression again and slow the progress of the disease. We need to take a stand and stand up for people that are getting help. We talk about making it okay for people to go and get help. If you have depression, I really encourage you to go get help. If you have anxiety, I'd like to see you go get help. But also, if your friend has depression or if your friend has anxiety, we need to say that it's not okay to stigmatize mental illness, and that if we do nothing and we are just quiet while other people are belittling mental health. For example, if someone were to say, oh, he's psycho, why don't you take some Prozac, go take a chill pill, and we say nothing, then we allow that stigma to grow and flourish. There are going to be people that were thinking about getting help, but they're worried about what people would think about that, or what people would say if they did that. And if we stand up for those people and say, it's okay for you to go get help, it's the right thing for you to go get help, it's the healthy thing for you to go get help, then we're promoting a culture of safety and compassion and caring that would increase the likelihood that instead of them taking their lives, they'll go in and seek treatment.